from the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. It's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports. Trubisky and the New Orleans Saints versus Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. Before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
You can script and diagram plays all you want, but no one really envisions something like that happening this early in the game. How about that run to get things started? Didn't he win NFC Player of the Week last week?
Yeah, he was on fire a week ago, and what a start to this one.
And no sign of him cooling down at all.
Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
The 48-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Going to give this time to the tailback. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up second.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20 because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Yeah, I think so because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Another carry for the running back.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the...
And he He's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And shedding through the tackle. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on off. And a give this time to the tailback. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The ball carrier.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
1st down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
And a give this time to the tailback. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And a Buccaneer 1st down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And we'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Another carry.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Again, the ball carrier.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Hey, man, let's play our game.
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He got position on him, and he pulls it in.
Complete to
First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. And he is the NFC rating Offensive Player of the Week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about a jump.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. On play action, it's Brady. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So they got the deal done, and now he can just focus on football. And he's taken down here by the Saints. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Brady's pass.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's closing in on that often elusive 200-yard mark.
And you know he's celebrating what's going on. He may not know exactly where he is in yardage, but he has a pretty decent idea.
Come on, he knows.
Runners always know. But he's also in that huddle telling his offensive lineman, thank you.
And give me the ball.
Keep giving me the ball. You guys keep doing what you're doing. But a great appreciation of him, of the guys up front, and, of course, the guys on the perimeter. Those wide receivers are giving him some great blocking, too.
It's 2nd and 8.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
Ball carried by number 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
He was taken down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
9-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. They'll try and run for him. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Carry for the running back.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum some. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. And to give this time to the tailback. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Seam, and he might go all the way.
They are
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. 68 yards. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
3rd down, as a defender, all you're thinking about is getting off the field. How do you stop this last play? But if you don't wrap up when you tackle and you play it back like this, all of a sudden he's taking it to the house, and now you're looking at each other.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
Brings up 2nd down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 15. Now a handoff here to his running back. And some room to maneuver. Past the 20. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A big play there. 57 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Number 20.
It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. And he'll give it here to his running back. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
He was brought down.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I open.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bucs, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Saints, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA.